Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are Vrock'n'Gnoll, and this is our 20th session of Shadows of the Arcan.
Vrock'n'Gnoll was ready.
Rock'n'Gnoll.
Rock'n'Gnoll, old enough to join the army, not young enough to buy itself a beer.
Yup. And so it goes. And on cue, there are the sirens in the background.
I know where that
Ridiculous.
is. There we go.
It's every time. It's every time I turn my mic on. There we go. Okay. I don't think we have any announcements tonight, and tonight, unfortunately, is not sponsored. The Metal Bronze did sponsor us last time, but they unfortunately withdrew their sponsorship because I sadly said that it was a terrible metal to make swords and armor out of, and it objected to that. So, no sponsorship.
We got
from
around
Bronze.
in the metallic community, too. Like, we tried to reach out to silver. We tried to reach out to tin.
Yeah.
Steel
wouldn't even take my call.
No.
Yeah, they're all like in bed together, it seems like. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a monopoly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Price fixing, I tell you.
Metals. Bullshit. I stick to wood.
Yep. We'll kick us off with a recap of last time. In our last session, the party continued to explore the dark tower looming above the Red Lake. Delving into the depths of the mountain through a crack in one of the walls, they found an, until recently, submerged chamber, in which stood a statue of Arcan. The Lightbringer amulet caused the statue to rotate, opening a large vault-like door into an octagonal chamber within. There, the party found a raised dais in the floor, surrounded by giant statues of gargoyles and Lightbringer armor who were facing each other, seemingly waiting for something. Realizing this was the keyhole, which fit the key they had given to Ord and his compatriots, the party made ready to leave when they were confronted with a young woman with red eyes. Failing to persuade her of their kinship with the mayor, whom she referred to as Craven, and making what she perceived to be a hostile action, she attacked. After a hard-fought battle, she fled, pursued by the party. When they found her, she spoke with them, and her otherworldly and somewhat naive perception of the world became apparent. She had apparently traveled between planes, and the mayor had found her to the north and brought her to the south to guard the Sanguimancer's tower. Shadow, as the party named her, agreed to leave with them, taking her small bag of belongings and climbing into the back of their boat. Together, the unlikely group of five sailed south towards the ruins of the ancient temple where the party had fought their very first battle together. You are currently at the Wyvern camp, however, having set up the traveler's tent, when Arid received a telepathic message from Dorian, stating that the Lightbringers had imposed martial law in the town of Sanguim, and requesting that he come to the Dragul Inn upon his return. What would you like to do?
Martial law. Wow. Wait, what does that mean? Is Dorian okay? Should we check in with Dorian?
Lydia let it slip. The Lightbringers know that shields are not on their side anymore.
We gotta go back. Where's Shadow again? What did we end up doing with her? Is she still with us?
You're currently inside the tent, the traveler's tent that you set up with the extra dimensional space inside. Shadow is wandering about a little bit, still clutching her bag to her chest, but sort of looking up and around in something of a sense of wonderment.
She should probably get inside before it gets light.
It's true. The fingers of Dawn's first light are slowly starting to curl over the Deusaab Crags to the east.
Well, when did we last get some rest? Out of character.
It's been a while. If you go much longer, you're going to start taking exhaustion points. It's probably been about 18 hours now you've been on the move.
I, for one, could use some rest. Might be that y'all could too. Maybe we should hold up here. I know it feels like we always gotta try and stay one step ahead. Can't do that well if we're dead on our feet. What do y'all think? Take some time, recoup.
Normally I'd think it'd be strange to sleep during the day, but after all we've been through, you could sleep for a whole extra one.
And the
Pretty
little
exhausted too.
bloodsucker we have outside cannot travel during the day. Might as well sleep.
The bloodsucker is
the
currently
light-
standing in front of the wyvern corpse, just sort of looking down at it.
Don't touch the tail there.
Watch out, they're
Makes me sad.
poisonous.
She looks to the left as you speak. You notice she's still not making eye contact with you, but she notes what you said and glances up at to the right. You see her turn her head and look at the Deusaab Crags and recoil slightly and quickly pick carefully on her bare feet her way up the slope towards where you've set up the tent.
How dare you, Melchizedek? She's a blood slurper, alright?
Well,
Hey, I don't think
poke
that's
my head
very
out of
funny,
the tent and say, "Hey, you! It's about to become daylight."
Her name's Shadow. We can use the name. Alright, Eugene, alright, just having a bit of fun.
Alright,
Well,
well, maybe
we
don't
can-
have it at other people's expense, eh? Fine,
Well-
let's just get some rest.
Alright. So I cast an side eye at you.
I'll go after Shadow. Shadow, wait up, I'm coming.
She's
Or actually, don't wait up, get in there.
yeah, she's making her way up towards where you are currently at the tent.
Isn't this tent awesome? And I go inside and
She pauses at the door. She seems a little reluctant to go in.
oh no,
Almost
it's safe.
like
It's
a-
an extra
Like an animal afraid that it's going to be trapped, almost. She kind of just looks
no.
around and then quickly withdraws and looks outside the tent and then looks inside it again.
Oh yeah, it's an extra dimensional space. Don't worry, it's not gonna trap you. Look, in, out. See, nothing happens. You can trust us.
She puts a foot across the boundary and waits
Good.
and then crosses. She quickly sort of scurries her way to the back part of the tent, farthest away from the flaps.
Does she choose a bed, or is she like crawling up on the floor?
On the floor.
What are you crawling up into the corner for? We have these beds in here and a fire. Well, fireplace anyway. Come on over and get comfortable. You don't have to hide in the corner. No one's gonna hurt you.
Fire burns. Like to have
Oh,
my
well, not a...
back to a wall.
You know what? I know. Sometimes we just need a little time to adjust. That's fine.
Hey.
You stay wherever you're comfortable.
Shadow,
That's all right with me.
I have something to show you. I take out the ember shard. Not all fire burns. I place it in the pit and say, "Mush teeth."
As usual, it bursts to life. She recoils a little bit. She's not very close. She's probably about 15 feet away, since the chamber itself is 30 feet long and the fire is right in the middle of it.
I pick up the shard, smile, put it back down.
Her eyes
It's
go a
warm.
little bit wide.
But it does not burn.
She's not looking at you, but she nods and seems to understand what you've said.
Much better than a cold, ruined tower, eh?
I liked my tower.
A little bit miffed. Melchizedek will step back out into the sunlight and take up a guard position by the tent.
It was a pretty cool tower. And I don't know I know what it's like to miss home. But I also know what it's like to see what else is out there. It's really awesome. You're gonna like it, Shadow. You'll miss home. Maybe someday you could go back. But it's not safe right now, and there's so much of the world you haven't seen. I'm excited for you.
From what you remember, you rolled a history check from school, having learned about vampires and vampiric creatures, mostly on your own time. It wasn't taught, but, you could go to the library and read as much as you could about it. Bruxa are obscure, but they're curious by nature, but they don't usually stray too far from wherever they call their lair or home.
I mean, I know you're a Bruxa, and sometimes we have instincts tied to, who we are, where we came from, what kind of being we are. But, I don't know. That doesn't have to determine your whole fate.
There's just one home you'll have, darling. We'll find a better one for you. One where you're not controlled by such an evil man.
Not evil. Driven. And she just kind of curls up with her bag, still holding it as if she's worried someone will take it from her.
What's in your bag? Do we know?
You remember last time she said there's a crossbow, along with a couple other things in the bag, and that she'd said someone had come to kill her, presumably, and she killed them instead.
Oh, that's right.
Somebody also rolled a natural 1, trying to persuade her to let them look at it, so she's not inclined to do so.
Maybe she'll do it as a first as a favor.
Well, alright, I'll leave you alone. I got some writing to do. And I'm gonna go over to one of the beds and pull out my spell book and get out my pen. Yeah.
That's the word.
And
pen.
which doesn't
3
need
letters.
ink. I couldn't forget ink. I was like, it's not ink. It's not ink. What is it? As far as parchment, magical parchment, which I need for my... Do I just pay for that, like, when I do this, or do I need to have acquired it prior to?
You bought some from Dorian, as far as I recall, right?
Yeah, I don't have it in the inventory. I have parchment 1 sheet, and there's 9 of them, and if that's what it is, I'll use that.
It's a specific type of parchment. It's magical parchment. Right. I believe you purchased some from Dorian. I don't know how much you purchased. But what we'll say is for these spells, mark down the amount of gold you would have spent on parchment and reduce it from your funds. And going forward, we'll remember that you need to purchase it from a store when you want to copy spells.
Yeah. And this will take me 2 hours just to get one of them. So I'll probably just do the one and then go to sleep. I guess that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever you guys want to do for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, as a group, you need 8 hours of rest. If you stay up much longer, you are going to take points of exhaustion. You've been going for a while.
Where's the shadow taking her rest?
She's curled up in the back corner right now, farthest away from the door, and sort of curled up on the floor.
All right.
Roll a perception check if you like.
What do you say, Shadow? You want to take first watch with me?
I might have already went outside.
You're doing what outside?
Mel is currently sitting outside the front door, taking watch.
Oh,
And
shoot!
for the moment, at least, Shadow doesn't seem to be responding.
So tired, didn't even notice. All right then, let's bed down. And Arid lays out his bedroll, dusts himself off, and is asleep before his head hits the makeshift pillow.
Mikhail turns to walk away from Shade.
I'm getting feedback from you, Jesse.
You are? Darn it.
Yeah, you can turn the volume of the music down. If you click the music tab, you can just drop the volume a little bit.
Just a moment. There we go. How's that?
Perfect.
Much better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
No worries. Mikhail, please continue.
Turns away. Turns to presumably near Shade. Perhaps you're right. Odd Craven will find out. Hope you don't mind if I sleep on the floor. Keep my respectful distance. And he'll walk to an unoccupied. Is the tent round shaped or is it?
It's a triangular roof and rectangular floor.
Walks to one of the odd sides of the rectangle, kneels down on the floor, saying a quick prayer to himself, and then beginning his vocalizations for maybe 15 minutes before laying prone on the floor and listening to it.
Before you lie down, roll a perception check for me.
It's a 25. 25 for the kid.
25. You notice as you open your eyes after your vocalization that although she hasn't moved, Shadow's eyes are open somewhat, and she's watching you, not with any hostility or malice, but just out of interest. It's almost, she's for the first time actually looking directly at you, and as soon as she sees that you've looked at her, she immediately looks away again and closes her eyes.
Gil cracks a wry smile. How old is Shadow? Shadow is like in her...
She looks like in mid to young 20s, something like that.
She very much your age now, isn't she? He'll close his eyes and go back to sleep.
Eugene's still writing, just like entranced in what he's writing down all of these arcane symbols that just like were implanted into his mind. And then he kind of snaps out of it and looks up, and everyone else is asleep. Is Shadow still asleep yet? After Mikhail passes out?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. That was in this book. Sorry. 26. Unless you want to let the one stand, because that's what I rolled.
26. Shadow's gone. At least she's not where you saw her, but you do notice that the bag is still there.
Where did she... I'm going to get up off my bed and kind of look around in the tent. Is she anywhere in the tent? Just totally gone?
Not that you see.
Shadow, are you here? Are you invisible? I'm worried about you. If you're here, let me know.
With a 26, you see the bag move.
He chuckles a bit. All right, well, good night wherever you are. Just go down and sort of hug my book and fall asleep with it in my arms.
Mel, it's quite a beautiful sunrise. You watch as the fingers of pink curl over the mountaintops and sort of grasp their tips, and yellow follows, and oranges. It's quite beautiful. You'd probably enjoy it more if you had had a night of sleep beforehand, but nonetheless, no changes seem to happen. There's nothing out of the ordinary on your watch.
I realize it's been a while since I had seen a sunrise.
It's not quite the same as watching it over the dunes. It doesn't have that same richness to it, but it's beautiful in its own right.
Still, I like how it shines on the lake. I look off down towards Sanguim.
You looking for anything in particular?
In the distance.
You see the spires of Sanguim. It's quite a far ways away. It'd be very difficult to make anything out here without the use of your mentor Suleiman's enchanted crossbow sight, anyway.
I make a note of figuring out how one works, if it can be made. Procure.
Is there anything you're looking for in particular? It's possible you could make a roll. It'd just be very difficult.
Watch the lights of the city winking out as the sun comes up. And I practice with my crossbow. I am trying to compare the one which was enchanted and the one which isn't. Seeing if there is any physical difference.
They feel pretty similar. But you note the crossbow, when you do katas, right? Your offhand was never weak, but it was never as strong as your primary hand in a kata.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow it is now. They seem to be matching. Strange, it's like it has a force of its own in it. Almost pulls at your hand somewhat.
Anyone looks outside the tent, you'll see, or looks through the tent, you see the shadow of a very thin, wiry young man doing crossbow foo.
In the light of the rising sun.
Exactly.
I did crossbow katas.
Uh-huh.
Crossbow foo. I love it.
Would it make it easier, by the way, Jesse, if we turned off video? I just saw your comment.
I mean, if you guys don't mind,
Yeah.
I tried doing some. I turned on my hotspot in addition to the hotel Wi-Fi because it kept dropping, and I'm like catching like 3 out of 5 words. So that's why I've been unusually quiet.
Done and done. Video's off.
I appreciate you guys.
Sure.
Alright, after scanning the skies in a few hours, I'll maybe lie down, not in the tent, but on the warm stones next to it.
Mm. The red rock has a definite warmth to it, as it's been in the sun for a little while now, but it's still slightly chilly where the shade touches it, having passed the night in the cool air.
Used to sleeping in the sun.
We'll say the night passes without much ado,
Or the
unless
day.
Or the day passes, rather. Thank you for the correction. I do not have a keen mind in life or in any of my characters. You awaken as you hear the water lapping at the edge of the lake in its regular rhythmic pattern. And there's a wind now. It's picked up a little bit and is blowing quite gustily from the south to the north. Same wind as before. It's a warm wind, but it has a sort of musty smell to it, probably carried from the swamp. Shadow is still there. She is now visible. You see, as you awaken looking out the tent, she's past you in the night, Mel, and she's just sort of standing by the shore in the setting sun, staring out at the tower to the north.
I wake up with a start, not liking the idea that Abraxa was wandering around while I was sleeping.
She's probably about 40 feet away from you right now, down the slope. What would you all like to do?
Beautiful, isn't it?
The tower?
The lake at sunset.
It's morning for me. And she just kind of shrugs. She's still not looking at you.
Too. Slept all day.
Shadow! Come out of the tent, like, calling around for her. I thought she was maybe invisible in the tent, but didn't hear a response, so I'm just...
She's out
like,
here
where
and
is
you're
she?
doing...
Oh, what? Muted? Excuse me.
She's out here, Eugene.
Out here, Eugene. Got it. Oh, sorry. I thought maybe you were hiding again. Is the sun down? Oh, it looks like it's going down. Oh, yeah. What a nice sunset. Too bad. I wish I could have seen the sun a little more. Feels like there's been so much darkness recently. Well, I'm gonna go back inside and get my things together. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
She wanders to the boat and just starts pushing it into the water.
Hey, wait. We need to get the others.
You see she's holding the rope in one hand. Boat.
Yes, it is a boat. Sailboat. Good thing the wind is picking up again.
Oh, man. Eugene, you gotta wake me up with all that racket. Oh.
Oh, sorry. I just, I thought Shadow was invisible, hiding again. So cool that she can do that, isn't it? I wish I could go invisible at will. It's a spell I've seen people do a lot, but it requires an entire, a whole amount of, magical energy, and it's just a little bit expensive if you ask me.
Yeah,
but anyway, I'm just, packing up my stuff.
I get it. Okay. Oh.
It's better if you try to ignore it.
Oh, you're up too. Good morning, Mikhail.
Mikhail's still laying down.
Get your stuff packed up, guys. I'm putting on my sort of too large backpack, all packed up with stuff, and dusting myself off, and I'm like, let's go. It's another exciting day, or, night, I guess. Meet you guys outside. I go back outside.
Melchizedek is wondering if one removes this pin which keeps the tent straps from collapsing, does the extra dimensional space inside disappear?
You would remember when you first collapsed the tent. It ejected the skeleton and the chest in the back out onto the ground.
While Melchizedek's contemplating the party destruction from the violence that would ensue after Aird gets forcibly ejected from this tent. Heads that off and makes his way out of the tent of his own volition. Right. Fellas, I think we should huddle real quick. Talk about what we're doing next.
Alright. I mean, we've got to see what's going on at Sanguim, right?
Yes,
Where
but
are we
first we take Shadow to the elven.
Right.
village.
That's what concerns me. I was thinking about that while we were resting. Dorian, let me know. It sounds like the town's more or less under martial law. Is that right, DM?
Yeah. He said the Lightbringers have taken direct control of the Shields of Hakan, and that they are searching the town. He assumed it was for Ord, but he doesn't actually know what they're searching for. At least, that's what he said.
We can use the stone to communicate with Dorian again, but perhaps we should save it for a moment of need.
We might need to reach out to Ord. I think we already warned him. Keen mind, Eugene, did we warn him?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the
We
last
are-
thing we
warned him.
did before going to bed.
Right. So he knows we're looking for him.
He does. Well, correction. You didn't warn him about the martial law. You contacted him before you went to the tower.
Oh, okay, that's what I was. That's what I
Mhm.
thought. I wasn't
Mhm.
sure if we'd reach
Correct.
him again. Right, and I think we
The last
expended.
person. Yeah, the last person you spoke to was Dorian, and that's because he messaged you.
Is that you? And that you? Right. Okay.
No, he just cast the spell himself.
Right.
The stone still
Good
pulses
memory,
with
Eugene.
power.
So we should we should probably let Ord know they're hunting him in earnest now. And I don't know what to do about this. I mean, we have the proof through Shadow, but I didn't think it would be hard to get in front of Lydia, show her the proof so she could rally the troops around what we found.
Are you kidding? Lydia hates vampires.
Well, she needs proof.
And I'm sure that another vampire, is not what she would consider proof.
Sure she would. Got a testimony.
Not a
She can-
vampire.
Yeah, that's you, honey.
I'm a Bruxa. She just looks back out over the lake.
Did I roll a history check on that before?
Eugene did last time. I'm not sure if you did. You can go ahead and roll one now if you wish.
Hold on.
Look, no offense, but the humans who live in the town down there, they will not distinguish.
I'm not going there.
Of course not.
You said they were ruins.
And we will take you to them.
That's right. The ruins.
Leave her. I think we should take her to the ruins first, and then go to Sanguim, figure out what's going on before we talk to Erd. No
Yes,
sense.
that was the plan.
Man, I just wanted to do a quick review. Still a good plan.
Oh, but it's just my only shit. It's just why are we discussing it? Why aren't we doing it?
Let's go. Rolled a 26, by the way. Yeah.
History 26. Okay. At school, you remember reading a obscure text in a darker corner of Cerulea's rather impressive library that discussed vampiric creatures. You know there are several of them. There are greater vampires. Usually those are distinguished by the fact that they have fangs on both their upper and lower teeth, upper and lower jaw. And you know that they can shapeshift to an extent. and there are lesser vampires. They generally only have fangs on their upper jaw. And then there are various forms of lesser vampiric creatures. There are vampiric thralls. These are individuals who serve a vampire and have been gifted, quote unquote, with eternal life, but are generally subservient, basically forever until released by the vampire that created them. There are also Bruxa, or Bruxai in plural. Bruxa are similar to vampires. They do not, however, have all of the same abilities. They do not appear human or elven as their origin race. Their origin race simply is Bruxa. So they are born or created that way. The book was not clear on that. But she seems to match all the descriptions of a Bruxa.
Apologies for mislabeling you, Shadow. Bruxa. I will remember.
She just nods. She's holding the boat, which is already in the water.
Eric gets in. All right. Let's make haste.
I pull the strap to disassemble the tent, and then grab the ember shard that I had forgotten as it flies out.
Yep. Bounces off your shin harmlessly.
Haste is such a cool spell. Have you seen somebody cast that spell before? They go like for fast and crazy, and like they get all super exhausted afterwards. It's really insane. I wonder if Dorian has that spell. Oh, we should ask him when we see him. I'm getting in the boat while I'm saying all of this.
Did you say haste? Melchizedek is wondering.
DM will remember that.
Yeah.
If I were hasted, approximately how many attacks?
Well, I mean, a lot. You could move so fast. How many do you think
Eugene,
you could
roll an
normally
intelligence check.
Me or
Eugene.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
However many it is, it's too many.
Way too many. Like, oh my gosh, Melchizedek, I've got to get it now. That's amazing. That's such a good point. You could just be like, bolt. Oh, we got to do it. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm not sure I could say sharpshooter fast enough.
My video is off, but DM is shaking his head.
I sympathize.
Okay.
All right.
Are you all hopping in the boat and heading south?
Yep, that's the plan. He grabs the tiller, tries to adjust the sail just so that it catches the wind.
With 3 days of sailing, I will no longer make you roll a survival check. You've picked it up to an extent, particularly because last time you did very well sailing. You make it to the bottom of the lake where it curves and goes east. Probably in about 5 hours or so. It was a quick trip. It's faster than on the way up.
So you see, Melchizedek, that's how you sail.
Yes, the wind was at our stern this time.
Uh-huh. Suppose the wind was responsible for almost knocking Eugene off the boat as well.
Yes, one has to tack. The boom will seem to swing from side to side.
Sure. Anyway. All right.
That was probably my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to be riding a little bit more, so careful with the boom, please. I might be a little distracted.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard the DM say we had arrived. No?
Yeah,
Oh,
you've
you're
arrived
right,
at the curve of the lake. This is where you camped on the first night on your way north. It took about 5 hours to get here. But you know that this is also where you walked through the swamp and started to walk up into the mountains to get to the ruins.
I think I remember the way.
Okay. I suppose we should, maybe we should hide the boat so it doesn't get taken by any passing strangers.
May
Good
help
idea.
us to approach Sanguim in the light of morning.
DM, you ever look around for some rocky outcroppings, somewhere where you could potentially hide the boat?
You have dark vision, right?
Correct, for 60 feet, and then DM for another 60 beyond that.
Cool. You spot a good location. It's where you put the boat last time as well. You gather you could probably cover it with bits of, tree branches and so forth from the swamp, and probably hide it pretty well.
Sure. You want me to roll anything for that?
Yeah, roll a survival check for me.
You with that?
Alright, survival, is that wisdom?
Fair canoes in the time on the scimitar. Is it survival?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I rolled a 2, so.
Yeah, you can either roll individually or with advantage.
Individually. He's probably the way to go.
26.
26.
No,
Aaron,
you're
you're pretty sure that you hit it pretty well. Until you step back, and you can see almost the entire boat. But thankfully, Mikhail comes out of the swamp behind you, dragging a rather large tree branch and drapes it over the boat, which helps to disguise it.
Okay, how'd you see it? Is that more magical, man?
Oh, it's just when some of these branches here get to be in the water for so long, they're below the surface. You have to dig into the water a bit to find the real big ones.
How'd you see the boat? I hit it so well.
But you know what? It was alright. It was right. It was blind luck. There's a boat there. I dropped it down right there in front of me.
All right.
You could wait.
Well, I appreciate your help. I suppose a little extra couldn't hurt.
Where's the boat? Did you guys hide it?
All right.
It sunk to the bottom of the water.
We did indeed, Eugene. Mikhail helped a little bit.
Oh, awesome. I can't even find it. Oh, is that it? Oh, very nice.
I hope Eugene hits his shin on it as we leave.
Eugene can see it just fine. From the shore side, it's not hidden. From the water side, it is.
Okay. Do you suppose we should stop by Mikos' campsite to see if there's any sign of him around?
Oh,
Yeah,
He was
and
making
indeed,
his way back to... What was it?
Citrulia?
Oh, that's right.
Eritrea.
Eritrea. Right, sorry.
No, I think we should tarry not. The night is wasting.
Shadow, how's your vision in the darkness? You able to see all right?
Shadow's about 40 feet away from you, just sort of wandering barefoot in the swamp and staring up at the trees in the moonlight.
I'll take that as she can see just fine. All right, I think I remember the way. Come on, I'll leave since I have the best vision.
Okay. I'll let your group survival check of 26 stand. You arrive without much issue at the old ruins. See the sundered or nearly perfectly split building to the right. And to the left, the old cathedral with its shattered windows and the pile of destroyed skeletons out front.
Seems like so long ago we were here.
Were the skeletons here last time?
Yeah, that was the pile of cultists' bodies that
Right.
That's right. We immolated.
Right.
Nico stacked and you set on fire. Correct.
Right.
See, it's a lovely place. I'm sure you will enjoy living here.
She's staring at the broken windows and around. It's perfect.
There is a main building. There are 2 guest cabins here.
There's one room you shouldn't go to. We'll show you it, just so that you know where not to go.
Never open that door.
And Aerith walks into that area and beckons for her to follow. Just don't go down these stairs. Nothing good waiting for you.
Now I want to.
On your own head, it'd be if you do. Black death awaits you.
Wallow in untamed darkness that will rip your soul from your body. Maybe
We barely escaped with our own lives.
The void?
The what?
I seen it. I've seen it twice now with my own eyes. But this was different. Our grasp and swallowing tendril.
That's how my home fell.
So you know then the grave importance of keeping that door closed. Curiosity or not.
Your home was in the north.
My home was on the elven plain.
Now, remember, Melchizedek, she said, she came from the other place.
I must not have understood. This thing with multiple planes, it is new to me.
Wow.
I think I understand now. I think I understand now. Just like shadow here crossed over bits and pieces. Fragments of the other planes are passing through too. It's the only explanation for the things that we've seen. Why the void could possibly be here.
That seems mighty dangerous. There is enough to collapse another world. Well, seems to me like it should be hidden well away.
It's dark. It's secluded. She shrugs a little bit. Safe.
What will you do for food?
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Wait, do you only survive on, blood?
Both
Young
of
man
you with
named
your history checks would remember that Brookside don't need to feed.
Mm-hmm.
They enjoy it when they can, but they don't have to.
Is there anything stopping them from feeding on non-humanoids? Or do they prefer
No.
humanoids?
No, there's no evidence to suggest it. I mean, remember that most of these books were written by humanoids. So most of the time the research done was done on some horrible creature that had killed people in the past. So that sort of jaded their perception a little bit. But they have been observed not feeding before.
Okay.
Then, if you can, find comfort here and await our return. We may not be back for some time. There is trouble in the town.
She shrugs. Time.
if we find out that anyone's headed your way or looking for you somehow, we'll let you know. We know a really powerful wizard in town. Well, he's an enchanter, but still very powerful with magic. He'll be able to let you know if you need to get out of here.
And
Same.
we can contact you.
Get out of here. This is
Well,
my
I don't
home
know.
now.
I want it to be your home. I think it's perfect for you too, but there's a lot of stuff's going on right now, Shadow. This whole area, maybe even all of Sanguim, I don't know. Something's going on. The Void, the Lightbringers. You just never know what can happen, that's all.
The world, it can change quickly. One day you are at home, the place you know and love, your friends, family. The next you're gone and you may never return again. It's good to be prepared.
Yeah, sort of casts a side eye at Melchizedek as goes over the litany of lost things.
I was trying to gain insight into if he's talking about himself, but I rolled a 7, so.
Okay. With the 7, anything he might have gleaned, Mel?
I was speaking quite seriously.
Okay.
Beyond that, it's difficult to read anything.
Sure.
Shadow, just make sure you don't go back to Craven, alright? He might come looking for you. He does not mean you will.
Well, I think he does. In his own way.
Well, that might be your opinion. But I don't think keeping Sanguim under the thumb unless he'll come knowingly.
Saved me from the elven plane.
And left you alone in a tower for God knows how long. Gods, so.
Time.
What do you mean by that? He saved you. Did he bring you here?
She nods.
First you were in the north, in the mountains, you said. In a place with snow.
Yes. After we left the plains, we went to that place.
This
the
mayor,
north.
this Craven. There are many who used to speak well of him. I'm afraid he has changed. Grown selfish.
He was corrupted by love, we think. The love of a very powerful, well, you know her, the Sanguimancer.
She's staring dead ahead. Not at anything, but just sort of dead ahead. Too much time around humans, I think.
I bow a little. We shall leave you to your solitude.
She nods. You see a change in her demeanor. She's a little more confident here, a little more in control of herself. Her eye movement is less rapid. She doesn't recoil from you and from movement. She seems almost slightly stoic. would you like to do?
As we leave, I will say, Raven saved you from destruction in the elven plane. And you thanked him by guarding something of value to him. I do not know whether you feel you owe us anything, but for the sake of the world we both now share, do not let anyone open the door downstairs.
This is my home now. Unless it's you, I don't think I'll let anyone in through the front door.
Well, if a strange man and a giant of a man and a werewolf come by, their names are Mikos, Davidos, and Anita. Archer with them. They're not unreasonable, but the big one will try to kill you. If he gets the chance.
She nods.
Anyway, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I leave quickly.
All right, bye, Shadow. I guess we're out of here. Glad we could help you, and well, thanks for all your help. And well, I guess I'm glad we didn't kill you. See ya.
Goodbye, child of the blood.
Kind of stops in mid-step and kind of looks over his shoulder at her, and then just...
She's looking right at you.
Yeah. See ya.
Just keeps walking.
Yeah, I feel a little bad leaving you all alone here again.
I like alone.
Okay. Well, Shadow, you take care of yourself out here, alright? And, you can take our warning to heart. You know, you may think Craven's a good man. Not today. Alright, you be safe. Turns and leaves.
She didn't make eye contact with you, Arid, but she's watching you, Mikhail, as you go.
Not alone, Shadow. Not alone. Mikhail just turns and walks away.
Never alone. Not really. And we'll take a 5-minute break there.
Alright. Yeah, pretty creepy. Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
So good. I love how the void music came back too. Wonderful.
That was fudge.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back where the void is,
Vrock'n'Gnoll!
It's like, oh, campaign's over. Shade open the door.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and this creeping black death.
This darkness just consumes the world.
Yeah.
While you're having that conversation,
You would
Black
recall
Talon.
that you took the keys and gave them to Dorian.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Key
the
mine.
lanterns. Yeah. Key mine.
You would also recall that they had something to do with time magic.
Yeah, time magic.
It's
So I want all the magics. I want all of them.
It's something that's more time seems to have passed because of the way the lamps were burning. Yes. Anyway, 5-minute break.
Very interesting.
DRB.
Maybe we'll get the slow spell or the haste spell. It was a free action for one of these things.
You wish.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Y'all are powerful enough for level 5s.
Get that bonus action cantrip point.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, I just remember that. You gotta get that.
That's true. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Mikhail wants dibs afterwards.
All I made is
What is this cantrip you speak of?
It's
just
like,
imagine one extra shot from your crossbow there, Melchizedek.
I can already do this.
It's our
That's true.
It's our version.
You can.
Our version, one extra. Oh,
And I thought wizards were powerful.
not as powerful as clerics.
I don't know. You don't know much about forbidden magic, do you?
Eugene, having read that book, you would get the notion that a lot of the formulae within it are arcane in nature.
Okay.
It still might make sense for Mikhail to read it. It might just be a lot harder to glean any information from it.
Okay. Yeah, I would sort of tell him that. Well, it's kind of arcade, and I guess maybe you would understand, but it'd take you a while to study and fully grasp it, I think, Mikhail. But yeah, go ahead and try.
Mikhail,
That
I
was a
think he
bit of
just.
an insult. I don't know.
I
if
think
you
it just called you stupid.
No,
Okay.
you're very powerful. You're
It's not that I'm disagreeing with you.
No, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I'll take it back.
As you converse, mostly to fill the silence of the swamp to your right as you descend back. Mel, I want you to roll a perception check, if you could. Actually, what's your passive perception?
I think it's 14, but let me check.
Damn, I would also like after Mel. I think I'd like to be looking for something.
Yes, it's 14.
14. Your belt's a little heavier than it usually is.
I rolled a 22.
Your belt is definitely heavier than it usually is.
Hmm?
As
I
you-
pass
Go
my
ahead.
hand, adding it, looking for making sure both my crossbows are there.
Both your crossbows are there, but there's a third one hanging from your belt.
What's this?
It's an odd-looking one. It's a hand crossbow of light construction, which bears an unusual sort of ornamental pattern along its four metal limbs, which are arranged in a cross pattern. The body itself is made mostly of wood, with several quite beautifully crafted metal components and decorations, and at the tip is of the flight groove is embedded an arcana crystal, which is deep red. It's not currently loaded.
That's a fancy looking new toy you got there, Melchizedek. Where'd you find that one?
I turn
Nice.
around and squint up the path towards where we left Shadow.
Even with that perception roll, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Look at that. She left us a gift.
Oh my gosh.
Shadow
That's
gave
awesome.
that to you. Oh,
She said she had a crossbow. Suppose she decided she would not need it in this place.
what's that crystal there embedded in it? It sort of reminds me of Yankovic's sword. Didn't that have a blood red jewel embedded in that too?
Good memory. It did.
And,
Maybe you should be careful with that there, Melchizedek. You might want to hand it to Eugene, just to be safe, and check it for any sort of magic.
I could detect magic on it, sure. Just give me 10 minutes.
let's have Dorian look at it when we get to his place. Stick it in the bag of holding.
True. Well,
Okay.
it's your new toy, Melchizedek. What you want to do?
I wonder
I mean-
that he gave it to me. Of all
There is
of us, I was not the friendliest.
It's true. There's no account for taste. You're ugly and a curmudgeon. But
She
there it is.
she seemed to like Craven because he was, what did she say, driven? Or he had a strong will, something like that. Maybe she saw something similar in you.
Mikhail, I think
That is noticeably silent.
I think I was just kidding. Mikhail, I do think Eugene should identify. What if he gets some curse just by holding it? We don't know. We don't
I
know.
think the boy has identified.
Too late for that.
Yeah. But I can detect magic.
Oh, well, shit. All right.
Like, that's bound to be magical, if you ask me. No need for that.
Yeah. An
I think-
Arcana crystal for sure is magical.
You tell us
Perhaps
you
we can have
start to feel
Dorian
funny.
cast his eye on it, but I will keep it. For
Be careful if you let the shield Lightbringer see it. Something like that will catch their eye, I'm sure. The same
I
thing
think-
with that armor you got.
I think we'd be avoiding the Lightbringers. They're on the hunt and have no minds to let them lay eyes on any of us so we can avoid it.
Start planning for getting in the city then. Likely they'll be keeping an eye out on the gates. Probably also the waterfront too, you don't think?
Well, it's still dark.
we could scout it out, or we could ask Lydia's help.
How we get to Lydia? We gotta get on the other side of the balls.
We could contact her with the stone. Perhaps she could help to smuggle us into the city.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. She's bound to be as a captain of the Shields of Arcan under the watch of the Lightbringers. According to Dorian, they've truly taken over. Hell, she might even be under supervision or arrested herself.
Not Lydia.
Not saying it would be easy, but she is the captain of the Shields, and she knows about the Lightbringers. If they took over, can't imagine she would let them willingly do so.
And we should approach from the water. I think it is safest.
That's a fine idea. Come in through that the dock, the abandoned
We know
dock.
the area.
Yes. While it's dark. DM, at our present pace, will we make it to Sanguim while it's still dark?
Probably not. It'll probably be dawn when you arrive.
Well, and we've seen the Lightbringers out in the daylight, correct?
Oh, yes.
They wear full plate mail.
Right.
They do. Correct.
Okay.
Except for friend Craven Petrov. Petrov.
From the Craven Akovich.
How close to the wall is Dorian's enchanted house of enchantment?
It's a good question. It's probably 7 or 8. Well, it's probably about a 10-minute walk from the western gate.
The thought process.
No. That would be your house. It's a 20-minute walk from the western gate. Right, so if you enter at the western gate from the swamp, where you guys exited to go to the ruins initially and came back through, you'd then go south through your old neighborhood, past your home, and then south again to Dorian's.
Okay, and then from the dock?
Maybe a 30-minute walk, give or take.
Oh, so further. Okay.
At a diagonal through the old industrial zone, which is rather abandoned, except for the one blacksmith you've been to.
Eugene, you ever learn how to do that trick that we saw Shadow do? Turn invisible.
I've seen people do it. They let us try it with a spell scroll, but no, I haven't memorized it yet or added it to my book.
Okay. I'm just wondering how we're all of us are gonna get to Dorian. We could just try and walk through town, but I don't think that would go well.
But did we help the Lightbringers? I mean, if they took over, wouldn't they be on our side?
Might not be looking for us, it's true.
Yes, Craven still thinks of us as allies.
True. He would have seen the fort, and it was as we described it.
Yes, but he blames this on Ort.
Right. And I think that there's no way he could know it was us if he did make his way to the tower. Alright. Well, let's take the boat in, see if we get lucky, avoid any Lightbringers if we encounter them, try and talk our way out of it. Agreed?
Agreed.
Seems like the best thing to do.
Okay. You mind boating us in and proving me wrong, Melchizedek? I'm gonna take a gander at that book of Eugene's.
My favorite place is at the tiller.
Try not to knock me in the head, alright?
Alright, I'll sail us back to Sanguim.
Okay.
Can I take a look at that book, assuming Eugene parts with it?
I would definitely give it to you. I'd be eager to have
You can.
You gotta read it.
Roll an Arcana check for me. Or Intelligence.
Arcana, definitely. There's two of me in here. Do I do the copy or the original?
The actual one. Don't do the copy. The copy's just for a backup when I do the imports. I always back up the characters.
Oh, it's smart. Yeah.
Okay. Arcana. Oh, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Damn it.
So that's 8 total.
This book is tricky to understand. You didn't spend a lot of time with non-traditional magics. They weren't per se discouraged, but perhaps you didn't get to that portion of your education at Cerulean. You also know that the Cerulean education tends to take longer than the Citrulean education and is more thorough and in-depth. But I won't say anything more than that because that's for you to reveal should you wish.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You gather it's going to take a while.
give me a headache. Just shuts it with a frustrated sigh. Too much on my mind right now.
Roll a dex saving throw for me.
Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 14.
14. You duck out of the way as the boom swings over your head.
Melchizedek, you son of a bitch. I told
It's
you.
not me, it's the wind.
Uh-huh. The wind just might pick up the book and fling it at your head in a second.
Although you seem to be so smart with your book learning, and you don't seem to understand. If you sit back here, you're not in the way.
Wisdom for the ages.
Fair point.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit heavy, a little bit dense. It took me a few times reading it to really understand it, but just keep at it. You'll get it. If you want, I can read it with you someday and try to help you understand.
Oh, that's a good point. DM, do I get to do it with advantage if he's helping me?
Not this time, but maybe next time.
Okay. Thanks, Eugene. I might just take you up on that.
Anytime.
Likewise, if I can teach you any of the ones I know, and I know a good bit. Actually, you know, I do know how to identify that crossbow. Come to think of it, I'm just so used to Dorian. Tell you what,
That's so funny.
why don't you hand me the crossbow while you're sailing in? Melchizedek.
Thanks. I would be happy to hear what a wizard has to say about it. I hand it over to him.
Sure.
And as I take one hand off the sheet, the boom swings back the other way.
You see it coming this time, Eric.
Arid pretends to drop it in the water.
Hey!
Oh! Just gives you a grin. Mind the boom. Or drop your little toy.
Mind of the crossbow. They may be small, but they are not toys.
Mm-hmm. Shh. And concentrate. And he ritual casts Identify over the next 10 minutes as Melchizedek's guiding the book into the dial.
Okay. After 10 minutes, the qualities and properties of this crossbow become clear. It makes a lot of sense that Shadow said someone came to hurt her or to kill her, and that they were carrying this crossbow, because the crossbow's name is Blood Hunter. Has the property, the vengeance property, essentially, or the slaying property. Specifically, it adds an extra 2 damage versus any creature of vampiric nature with each shot.
I am shocked. Melchizedek, very interested to know that this is called the Blood Hunter. It's particularly effective against vampires, those of vampiric nature, doing extra damage to them. I don't know why she would have it. Hey, Eugene, come here for a moment.
Yeah, what is it?
Alright, hold still. This might hurt a little.
What?
And he takes is there a bolt currently in the crossbow?
It's not loaded.
No. Okay.
What?
Now,
What are you pointing that at me?
hand me a bolt. Don't worry about it. Just stay still.
Let go of the sheet again and take a bolt from my quiver and hand it to him.
Wait, no. Mikhail told me I need to stand up for myself. No, I'm not going to let you guys do this to me. No, I'm not going to participate. I'm going to sit down. I'm not doing it.
Alright. We'll just have to see how it acts on one of the Lightbringers then, since Eugene's being a sport. I'm just curious to see if it works on Sangomancers as well. She did call you Child of the Blood.
Child of the Blood.
Maybe you're a soon-to-be vampire. Who knows? Eric carefully hands back the crossbow.
I, holding the sheet down with my foot, consider the new weapon.
It has been added to your inventory.
Would I ritual cast that, by the way? Just mechanically, does that burn a spell slot or no?
No.
Okay, awesome. That's what I thought. I was like, oh wait, did I burn a spell slot on that?
It
Should have
does
just
require
waited.
you to have a pearl, but Eugene purchased one, so I'm assuming you could have borrowed that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I was thinking it's kind of nice to just be the 4 of us again. The Shadow is cool and all, but felt a little weird with her around. I feel like we should have like a name, you know, like as a group. Seems like we're getting into some pretty heavy stuff. We should, you know, have a name for who we are, you know, together as a group, like I said. You guys think that would be a good idea?
A group name. That's interesting.
What are we performing Tavernac now that we need a name?
No. Just an adventuring party, I think. You know, like when people say like, "Who are you guys?" or "Who's asking?" we say, "Oh, it's the Blood Hunters."
You know,
Something. I don't
branding
know.
is very important. We could command a higher fee for our services if our name was known. That said, I'm not exactly interested in attracting fame.
No, not for fame. I mean, I guess we could just drop the whole idea. Never mind.
That's interesting, Eugene. You planning on spending time with us after we solve this mess?
I mean, I guess I never really thought about after. I've just been so busy following the next step after the other. I guess I don't know where we're headed. The Sanguim answer? Sanguim? I don't know.
Those men that assaulted me. I need to find out more about them as well. I'm still looking for my parents. So, if you want to stay together, it might be nice to have friends again. That's something I'll be doing.
The wealthy investors from Delitria.
That's right. You know, maybe a name's not a bad idea. I'll stick around long enough, I think, for it to make sense. The mages and their lackey.
The wizards and Mel. Mel's wizards.
Oh, so I'm discluded then. For being neither a Mel or a wizard then.
Well, no, it's funny because Mel calls us all wizards. Don't you, Mel?
That's because you are all wizards.
No, you see, Mikhail's not. Are you, Mikhail? You just said. Wait, actually, what are you?
A man of faith. And through my conviction, I can shape the world.
Sounds like a wizard to me.
A cleric, huh? I've never seen a cleric like you, but that's cool.
How about
So, yeah,
how about the wardens?
The saviors of Sanguim. The
Let's not
wardens.
forget ourselves. Huh?
Given a name is not the same as taking a name. You must be given a name for it to have importance. Don't go in search of it. It will come to you.
Fair enough.
That's, again, so wise, Mikhail. You're right, we should earn our name. I'm just happy you guys consider us all a group. And, you know, friends.
There is a certain wisdom in what Mikhail has to say. Names can be given, they can also be taken. It is these moments which define an individual and a group too, I suppose.
Alright, well, so for now we'll just be Eugene, Mikhail, Aaron, and Melchizedek.
Well, Hey now, I think Everest might take offense to that.
Oh yeah.
Just
You
with
see her
makes this long whistle.
I think I got it.
silhouetted against the moon.
Let's take all of our names and smash them together. We will be the meme team. M for Michael, E for Eugene, M for Melchizedek.
Wouldn't that be pronounced Meme?
I am not familiar with either of these words.
Sorry, DM.
Do you all have less than 100 hit points? Power word
Collectively,
kill.
A world
Game
full.
over.
Good campaign.
Wait, just for clarification, we can't be the meme team?
You can if you want. I will forever hate you for it, but you can.
You know, M-E-M-E. Meme.
We need an extra E for Everest, the Mimi team.
It's okay. Don't worry, DM. I'm about to ruin that, as you know.
You pass the next roughly 8 hours of sailing. As the sun begins to rise ahead of you, actually, over the Deusaab Crags once again, you arrive at Sanguim. It's relatively quiet. It's daybreak now. But you see the warehouse where you left from. You can dock there, or you can dock anywhere else you wish.
Is there a place that's concealed, like the dock house, that's a bit closer maybe to Dorian's, or no?
Roll a perception check, scanning the banks of the lake.
Sure. My connection, for whatever reason, is so much better. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it. Oh, God. My connection's better, my rolls are still trash. That would be a 4.
You don't see anywhere that's particularly concealed. You do see other warehouses, but they all have the lakeside shut or gated. Nowhere in particular jumps out to you.
Bring us on in, Melchizedek. Delcast, good place.
Do I recognize the warehouse that we left from?
You do. Yeah.
All right.
It's not too far from the barracks, actually.
It's about dawn, is that right?
Yes. Yeah, it's daybreak now.
As the dark-haired pulls up his hood of his cloak to try and hide his features a bit.
Any patrols on the wharfs?
Roll a perception check.
23.
23. There's no one about at the moment. Certainly not at the dock. But with a 23, you can hear... It sounds like marching, almost. And you're familiar with this sound very well, Mel. Although not in Sanguim.
There are companies of men about. But the coast is clear for now. Let's take refuge in the warehouse. I take down the sail and coast in.
Alright, give me a wisdom check, if you could.
Yes, sir. That is a 16.
16. You remember the end of Dorian's message was, go to the Dragul Inn. Just trips in the back of your mind.
Dorian said to go to the Dragul Inn, fellas. DM, thinking as Eric is familiar with the town, he would probably be thinking of what's the stealthiest way, or way of taking back alleys and whatnot that they could quickly arrive there, but also stealthily.
Yeah, by the main thoroughfare, which is where the Dragul Inn is. It goes from south to north and then curves and goes from east to west along the docks. It also passes the barracks. And the Dragul Inn is right on the corner where it curves from south to north and then goes east to west. That's right where it's situated. You could, instead of going west on the main thoroughfare, you could go south into the industrial sector, and then cut east from there to the Dragul.
So, the thing is, Dragul Inn's on the main thoroughfare. Let's go south and then cut east. Should avoid the main roads and lower the chances of us running into a patrol. Y'all on board with that?
I'll follow you. You know this town better than any of us.
Y'all got anything a little less conspicuous? He gestures to his hooded cloak, like this, for example.
Does that make us look more or less conspicuous, having our hood up like that? I mean,
what's the weather like, actually, right now?
Seems to be a relatively clear morning. There are clouds to the south over the swamp, but for the moment, at least, it's clear in Sanguim.
DM, would I have a sort of heavy, highly seasonally inappropriate coat from my time north?
Depends. Would you have brought it with you, or would you have left it in your room at the Dragul Inn?
Probably would have left it.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, I'm used to traveling in armor. Out my leather chest piece.
Let's just try and avoid them. If they see us and stop us, we'll try and talk our way out.
We're familiar with them. I think the more we look like we're skulking, the more attention they will pay to us.
Maybe.
I agree, but let's take the back way instead of going down the main thoroughfare.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll stealth. DM, just Aird, for his part at least, is gonna try and appear inconspicuous. He's not gonna be like jumping shadow to shadow, but be like peeking around.
Sure.
Buildings.
Yeah, heightened awareness.
Yeah. Everybody give me stealth checks. We'll do a party stealth check.
13 for Aird.
13.
12 for Melchizedek.
12.
8.
And a 20 for...
Old man can slink.
20. Okay. You're not trying to disappear from view, so as you exit the warehouse through the front door, the marching is louder now, and it's definitely coming from the main thoroughfare, somewhere to your left or somewhere east. You hear, "Turn out!" and the marching stops. And you sort of, what are you doing? Are you trying to blend? The streets are relatively empty at the moment, given that it's first thing in the morning. You don't know what the rules of this martial law are. I'm assuming you're attempting to avoid the marching soldiers.
Correct.
Yeah. Sounds like they're putting on a show of force. I am starting to think it would be better if we do not display weapons.
Okay, fine. What do they even want with this town? What are they trying to do? Just rule?
Well, we'll find out. I think we'll find out more from Dorian when we get to the inn. Air tries to throw his cloak a little bit over the sword strapped across his back.
Would I come to the conclusion, based on the marching and the 10 hut, that they're sort of starting the morning patrols or something of that nature? My military experience.
You've never seen the way this town operates. You've never seen a military here. You would gather that likely the Shields of Arcan, who are usually just milling about in the street, just waiting for something to happen, or, stopping and questioning people at the gates. You gather they've been organized now by some military mind, and that they are either drilling, practicing, or they are marching to a destination.
Alright, let's pick up the pace. I don't fancy being in the streets while soldiers are marching around.
As we begin to move, DM, are they moving in our direction? Or in the same direction as we're moving?
As you move, the marching, as it restarts, is faded in the distance. It doesn't seem to be getting louder.
Well, that's a piece of luck. At least not headed our direction. Not this patrol, anyway.
Which direction are we heading?
Towards
South.
Dragul Inn, south.
Currently. And then you will
Assuming
turn...
they went the opposite direction, would that have been north?
You gather they were headed probably towards the barracks, since that's really... Or the mayoral residence, since that's really the only thing to the north that might have been of interest to them. They could have been going to anywhere else, but...
Right? The Shield of Arcan barracks is also south, correct?
Shield of Arcan barracks is north. So it's along the dock. There is no Lightbringer barracks that you know of in town.
Right.
They all remained up in the mayoral estate, right?
Correct.
What was it referred to as? The mayoral palace?
Mayoral estate, yeah. Residence.
Okay.
It's a large mansion-style home, but it's not a palace.
It's the beginning of the day. They might be ending their shift, if you know what I mean. Mikhail kind of gives them the side eye, or gives that direction a side eye. So we head from it.
As you march, and you're about to round a corner and turn to go east, back towards the Dragul Inn, now that you've circumnavigated wherever these soldiers were going, or wherever they were.
Mm-hmm.
With your stealth checks, you manage to flatten yourselves against the wall as 3 individuals come walking down one of these abandoned industrial streets. You recognize one of them as wearing the full plate mail of a Lightbringer, and the other 2 wearing the leathers of the Shields of Arcan. The other 2 seem to be not marching necessarily, but just walking behind the Lightbringer.
Can I roll a perception check to see if they're like handcuffed or if their movement is like at all being altered by restraints?
Sure. Go ahead.
It'd be an 11.
An 11.
3 for Aaron.
Difficult to know if they're handcuffed. You can't see their hands. Their hands are behind them. You don't necessarily know that they're bound or handcuffed. Their legs seem to be free, and they seem to be walking fine. They are not currently armed, while, of course, the Lightbringer is, with a rather large maul across his or her back. They don't seem to be talking either. They're just sort of looking downwards as they walk.
All of them?
Lightbringer's looking dead ahead.
What about like an insight check to see if they look concerned or worried?
Go ahead.
Oh, 7.
We're rolling trash.
Yeah.
7. I mean, they have a general expression of worry, but you can't imagine that it's out of the normal, out of the ordinary, because all of a sudden Lightbringers, who were these sort of mythical guardsmen, or guardspeople, have descended upon the town and seized control of it from them. But
it's just the
Go ahead.
of them, right?
Just
That's
the 3 of them.
3 of them, right?
Yeah. But they walk past where you flattened yourself against an alley wall, headed west and south.
Towards the gate?
Towards one of the gates, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what became of all the refugees.
I don't know. I suppose it's best that they didn't make it into town. I wonder, though.
First take care of the matter with Dorian, and then I fear for the worst.
Let's just see what he has to say. He slinks on, assuming they're in the clear.
Looking about you now, with your perception checks from before, believe you are in the clear. You don't see anyone else watching you or notice anything in particular. You arrive outside the Dragul Inn. Looking up at the windows, you notice that some are boarded, but there is a chalk X in one of those windows. And there seems to be a fire lit inside, but there's no activity around.
A chalk X, so it's boarded up?
Yeah.
Is the front door boarded up?
Mm-hmm. No, the front door is not boarded up. The front door is open.
Eric would get close and just put his ear to the door for a moment to see if he can hear anything on the inside.
You hear someone shuffling around on the inside. You hear plates being moved. Not nice plates, but tin plates. And you hear a stack of something fall over. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it.
Eric quickly tries the door handle, and it's unlocked. He opens it quickly and gestures for the rest of the party to enter before shutting it behind them.
It opens. You notice first thing that the back room door is currently open. Borris is not in the main room. What would you like to do? There is a fire lit here. Smells of a meat stew, almost.
Smells good.
Hey, Borris.
Oi!
Hey.
You just hear a twanging sound as Borris fires, appearing from inside the room, a crossbow, a rather large one actually, directly at you. Thankfully, he rolled a 3, and the crossbow bolt sticks into the wall behind you. Oh,
What's
for
this? No way
fuck's
to
sake.
treat guests?
Really?
Especially your
sneak in like
favorite
that?
company.
Damn lucky I'm a shit shot. And puts the crossbow
Yes.
down behind the
I
door.
think you
again.
should hire me for your future security needs.
Well, now that you're here, I might.
If
Where
you
fuck
can
have you
afford me
been?
these days. Or, out on business.
Right.
We work for our coin.
Yeah, well,
Trying to
Just
help
she
the city.
share. Go ahead.
what's that? I heard a question in there somewhere.
What I was going to ask is how much has changed here that you're shooting customers to walk through the door instead of offering them some stew.
Mate, fucking everything's changed here. All of a sudden, Shields of Arcan ain't the Shields of Arcan anymore. Lydia ain't in control no more. Lightbringers are. They fired her. Can you believe that? They fired Lydia Morovovich. She fucking bleeds this town.
Wait, where is she though? Is she
It's
okay?
what became of her.
He looks around slightly. No one follow you?
No, we made sure we took the southern pass and cut over east. We were watching.
Right, okay, alright. This way. And he beckons you into the back room. You've never been back there, Mel, before. You know this is where he keeps his stock room, and his food supplies and so forth. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were about to continue. Yeah, we definitely go. As I'm walking back, it's like, Dorian here.
No, Dorian's not here yet. But I'll let him know. Come on. As you enter, it's musty in here, but it also smells of wood smoke. There's a fire in a hearth in one of the walls. There's shelves that contain various food goods, and there's a dried ham hanging from one of the rafters that's clearly been sliced into. Not that long ago, probably. But this fireplace is clearly for cooking, whereas the one out front is for customers to enjoy and to get warm on a cold night. He just sort of looks behind you out the door towards the front, making sure no one's come in. He reaches up and pulls on a sconce on the wall, and the edge of the fireplace, or what looks like the edge of the fireplace, shifts slightly. Come on, this way. And he leans on it and pushes, and it slides down here.
Boss, I would never have guessed you'd have a secret room.
Where'd you think I disappeared to all these times, Mel? Never asked yourself? Think I spent all me time in the back room? Come on.
Commander of the Resistance. I
don't
always
know
knew
about
there
that.
was more to you than meets the eye, place.
Right. Well, that means I'm not doing my job very well. Not a commander
Well,
in
like-
nothing, alright? I just run a tavern, that's all. Come
You
on.
run a tavern with well, we're gonna have to talk more about this later, Boris.
Down the fucking stairs with you. Talk plenty later.
All right.
He shuts it behind you. You hear his footsteps recede back to the bar. The stairs in here are a little bit cramped, but they're well made and well maintained. They're carved into the ground itself. You notice that the walls are of solid stone. Not sure how the stone got there, because the ground of Sanguim is not stone, it's mud. So quite clearly this basement has been made to be in some way at least water resistant or waterproof. As you descend down the stairs, there's light at the end of this tunnel, and it hooks to the right. As you peer around, you see a fireplace lit. With any survival instincts, you might detect that this fireplace is directly below the fireplace in the main room, which is a good way to hide the smoke. And within there are chairs, beds, bunk beds line the walls, set into the walls itself. And there's a rather large individual, currently wrapped in blankets and curled up in one of these bunks. Looks as if they're a little bit too big for the bunk.
Lydia.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah, you're back.
The
Welcome.
whole town's gone to shit in the meantime.
Tell me about it. One day I was gathering allies, and the next day I was told I was no longer leader of the Shields of Arcan. She looks rough, by the way. Really rough. She has deep circles under her eyes. She has that sort of sallow expression, like she hasn't been eating or exercising properly. Looks as if she's probably been down here a couple days, and she's got a sort of wild look in her eye, and her hair is extremely unkempt.
We heard you've been fired. What in the hell's happened? Why are you hiding? I mean,
I'm not
are they
hiding.
after you?
No, they're not after me. They showed up and said I was no longer commander. Or said they were taking over control. I objected lightly. I lightly objected, and they immediately told me I was no longer commander. So, I had already established some contacts in the town, as we discussed that I would do. And Borris was one of them. I came here, and he said he had a room for me. But
Thank
she
God.
gets up from the bed and sort of like rubs her eyes and gestures to the table that's pushed against the far wall. You notice up on the wall there's a large map of Sanguim currently hanging, made of paper. And on the table are various odds and ends. usually used for mapping and drawing things out. And there's a stack of papers with writing on it on one corner.
And this is your new command post.
Such as it is, for the time being. Thankfully, the person put in charge of the shields for Khan is a friend. You said we could trust her. Emily.
Oh, yeah. Emily.
Yes, she has been here. She knows the truth, although when I told her, she was not that surprised. Apparently, you had already told her, which would have been nice to know in advance, by the way. Thanks for that. But...
Well, not exactly. We didn't tell her everything.
Well, smart lady, she figured the rest out, I guess. Everything we know is here.
And what's that? Air walks over as she's talking and looks through the notes.
She stands up and walks up next to you, and you... It's always strange, you never forget how small you feel when standing next to Lydia. She's easily 220 pounds of solid muscle, and right now it's very visible. She's not wearing armor. So she just towers over you at probably 6'2". But she points to various areas on the map. Control points throughout the town. This is where the Lightbringers have established their checkpoints, as it were, to control the curfew. Nobody out past dark. That's the rule. They are searching houses in a grid pattern. What they are looking for, I don't know, and they have not told Emily, but they said they are looking for specifically Lightbringers, but Lightbringers that are not on the list of approved Lightbringers. I suppose that means there is infighting.
So they are looking for Ord and the rest.
Did you tell her about Ord, by the way?
Well, Aird's talking to the rest of the party.
Okay.
They're looking for Ord and the rest.
Yeah, I would say the rest of their names, which I don't remember, but Eugene would, I think.
When did this start, Lydia?
Jeremiah, Liana.
Kara.
Yeah.
And, Ilan. Yep. Ilan Woodrow.
Lydia, when did this all start?
About 2 days ago.
2 days ago. So was Yankovic back in town then?
From what I understand, he left town, although how I don't know, since he did not pass through any of the gates, but there are, as you know, other ways in and out of the town. And returned and placed the town under martial law. That's all I know.
So he is back.
So it would seem. Although he has not been seen outside the mayoral residence.
Casts a glance over to the rest, seeming relieved. It's not necessarily a bad thing. At least it could be worse. Okay. Have you spoken to Dorian?
No, but I think Borris is contacting him now. I have spoken to Dorian. He has been here. He was one of the people I contacted.
I see, and the X on the door outside, on the window, that was for Emily.
Yes, that was for Emily. She said you would know what it meant.
Emily wants to speak.
No, she'll come here. But only after dark, when her shift ends.
Okay.
She will come here, quote-unquote, for a drink.
See, it is a Shield's bar once again.
Never stopped being one. Unfortunately, no one had the money.
Oh, well, we made some discoveries. I told you the rest, might as well bring you up to speed. We did as you asked, and we investigated the tower. There are indeed many gargoyles all about the tower. There's a bit of leftovers from the Sanguimancer as well, which we discovered. We also found a friend of Yankovic.
You
Goes
what?
by Craven, apparently.
Slow down. Get back to this friend. What was someone doing in the ruins of the Sanguimancer's tower?
Guarding it against intrusion. We had a bit of a scuffle till we could come to terms.
Human or otherwise?
It's a bruxa, if you know or familiar with.
I am familiar with what a Broxa is. You let it live?
Let it. This lady was tough. More importantly, though, go ahead, Mikhail.
The Citadel said she means no harm. You're talking as if you're going to be back there to try to kill her.
No, I was just trying to not let her know that we didn't. But
So you let it live.
Erd shrugs guiltily.
It was a foolish decision.
She's cute, all right. Well, Eugene was smitten.
Think with your head.
Look, at first I wanted to kill her too. But I think that she is no ally of Mayor Yankovic.
Lydia's just shaking her
Instead,
head.
they came here together from the elven plane. That he helped her.
Well, we know he is a vampire. But you should have killed her anyway.
She's evidence. She's proof.
We don't need evidence. We need fighters.
She's also a fighter. Believe me. We all gonna taste of that side of her.
I don't believe she will help us. And if she does, I will have to kill her after. It is best you do not tell me where she is.
Waking the tower's defenses. The gargoyles remain asleep. The Sanguimancer remains entombed. The key is safely far away from here, I hope. At least the half which Mayor Yankovic does not have.
Good. This is good news, at least. They have not found a way to free her, then.
They have not.
They know what to look for, though. And I think that's why they're doing this search.
And
So
the scout, this Broxa, whom Mayor Yankovic left to guard her, is no longer in his employ.
Eugene, did you find out something about? Did we get any further clues about Arcan and the Sanguimancer also in the tower? I thought we did, right?
We found out that they were like dueling there, or we sort of inferred that, but I don't know what else we found out about.
That Petrov and the Sanguimancer dueled there. Not
Right.
Hakan.
Oh, not Hakan. Yeah, you're right. There was a statue of Hakan.
Guarding the entrance to the prison.
Right.
We did find some statues of Arcan in the tower, which I found to be a bit interesting.
That makes a certain amount of sense. Hakan is said to have established his own defenses, puzzles and code rooms, to make sure that the Sanguimancer was never released.
Right, but wasn't Yankovic and Arcan, weren't they together as well?
Yankovic and Hakan? No.
It was Yankovic and the Sanguimancer.
Yes, they were seen together often. In fact, he never left her side, as far as I recall. Beat like a dog.
Right. And yeah, Arcan supposedly won, and Yankovic ends up as mayor of the town. And with the Lightbringers,
Well,
who are all vampires.
Hakan
See how
was
this
mortal.
Right,
died.
but the Lightbringers are not.
Yes, Petrov lives well. Hopefully not forever.
Yeah.
Gets a nasty look in her eye when she says that.
I can appreciate that, but you see how it's confusing. Something's wrong with the legends. Don't make no sense.
All legends are lies in their own way.
I think we need to figure out the truth here.
I agree, but I think there are some other people you should meet.
Oh?
I think for now, you should rest after returning. I will have Borris send down some food and call for the rest of the group. They'll arrive around nightfall when Emily is free to join. Yes?
Okay. Unless y'all have any other questions? I can't wait.
She looks around at each of you.
No, I can't think of any other questions. I'm just so glad you're okay. We thought the worst had happened. To you.
Not yet.
And to maybe Dorian. Sounds like
Dorian
you're
is
okay.
fine, apparently, but he is not in his shop anymore. I saw him 2 days ago. He said he had to take someone out of town. I did not see him again after that.
Lydia, the Zudonites that we rescued from the Mayoral bandits.
Hmm.
Is he one of the group?
He is with Dorian. He travels with him, and I believe he will either choose to stay and call wherever he went, or he will return back.
Good. Good.
What happened with those refugees as well?
They are still outside the gate, and the aid that was being given to them is no longer being given to them. The Lightbringers are, well, they're not generous.
Alright.
Still, I suppose these poor people are glad they did not make it into the walls. Better
Perhaps.
outside than in. Hmm?
Who can say? Borris. She walks up the stairs and pushes on the door, bangs on it. Borris, open this fucking door.
All right, I'm coming. God, how do you know there wasn't someone else in here? Use the knock.
I'm not using the fucking knock. Trying to open the door. You hear the of the door being pushed out of the way. Tell the others, nightfall, and send down food.
All right, all right.
Let the door slide back into place. It is the four of you. You may do as you wish.
So, Borris is a smuggler. Huh. Wouldn't have guessed.
Really, I never would have expected him of heroism. Suspected him of heroism.
Oh, fair enough, but barkeep to smuggler is, well, I'm surprised.
makes you think he's a smuggler and this isn't just his house?
Oh, you're in the habit of installing secret rooms in your house, just all willy-nilly like? Well, I suppose you don't actually have a house, do you, Mikhail?
Oh, I don't. Not anymore.
It's alright. That didn't come out right. I didn't mean that in any kind of way. It just meant, seems like you've been on the road for a while. Sorry.
Someday you'll have to tell us more about your home, I mean. Maybe at a different time.
My home is the road. It is the path that I have been given and what I will follow to understand the truth.
Relatively
Awesome.
in short order, Borris comes down with 4 bowls of the stew that you had smelled when you first entered.
Right, we all settled down here? We're all going to take a rest? Anyone need blankets or pillows?
Sure, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Right,
Thank you, Boris.
sure thing.
He goes back up the stairs unless anyone stops him.
Do you have any magical parchment here?
Ace turns and looks at you.
Well, I mean, just long shot, I know. Okay, never mind.
Shakes his head and then just like in disbelief and walks back up the stairs. He returns relatively quickly with what looked to be 3 actual pillows and 1 sort of like throw pillow. Seems he's run out. And 4 blankets that he puts down on one of the beds.
Well, make your own beds, since you're not paying. But, there you go. Anything else you need? Need me to get a message to anyone?
Aaron looks at the rest of the party.
Could you check on Hildy?
Well, Hildy. Bookstore, right?
Yeah, she was really nice.
Probably could, but I doubt anyone's bothered her. Why would they?
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. We said we don't know what they're looking for. I just want to make sure she's okay. That's all. Couldn't think of anything else.
I can ask one of the boys to check on her, sure.
Maybe she could send a couple of books to pass the time.
Right. Well, I've been told there's a meeting tonight here. All secret like.
He has a smile on his face when he says that. It's sort of like a childish smile. You know, you can tell he has spy fantasies.
And, so, yeah. I mean, rest up. I don't keep any books around, but, I mean...
It's okay. No reading for me tonight. I'm gonna be writing all night.
Don't forget to get some sleep, too. Sleep's important, you know.
Boris,
Oh,
do you have any pieces of scrap wood? Perhaps a hand large, thin.
I might do. I might. Yeah,
Somewhere
look
in
around for
shed.
you. Yeah, I'll look around. Certainly I've got firewood.
Perhaps we could do something with that.
What you want it for? Oh, right. Steaks. Got it.
See, he put 2 and 2 together.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it.
DM, with the sending stone, does it require 8 hours between use? Or how
A
many
long
hours
rest.
between use?
Just requires
One
a long
long
rest. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're just hanging out, might be worth checking in with Ord, make sure he's alright. Unless there's someone else you think I should reach out to.
Oh, I think Dorian's best.
Well, Dorian's on his way. We'll see him tonight. I don't think we need to message him.
Okay.
In these uncertain times, it may not be best to count on easy communication. Ord can handle himself.
I don't know about that. Against all the Lightbringers and the mayor searching for him,
He's long gone from here.
we hope.
He was not so foolish as to remain behind.
We hope.
What is more, he can simply turn into mist and travel wherever he pleases.
So can the ones pursuing him.
They were walking around in the daytime, weren't they? Or no, it was night when they were marching.
Wearing the plate, though.
Right.
Look, I hope you're right, Melchizedek. I ain't trying to be no wet blanket, just saying. We shouldn't take his safety for granted. But I am open to reaching out to somebody else, although I'm confident Dorian, if he ran into trouble, he'd be messaging us. I'd rather use this to get in contact with somebody that's a bit harder for us to get a hold of. Maybe Mikos? See if we can get some aid from the mercenary.
I'm not sure what we would ask for. We do not yet have a plan.
Alright, well, maybe it makes sense just to reach out to Ord after we've had a talk with the rest.
I think that's best. We can perhaps seek his input on a plan.
Fair enough. DM, how does the sending stone work, by the way? Is it anybody I've seen?
Anyone you're familiar with.
Define familiar.
Familiar. You've met them. Maybe you've spoken to them, maybe not, but
Do I need to know their name?
ooh.
Because I've spoken to this person and I've seen him. And...
Drop to whispers.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, so two thoughts occurred to me. So one, I was thinking about reaching out to the assailant. And I'm assuming Dorian's already tried to do a sending to Aaron's parents, right?
Yes. Yeah, he would have tried that.
Yeah, and nothing came back. So Aaron is thinking maybe of sending a message to his assailant.
Okay.
But he doesn't know. He obviously doesn't know his name, but he's familiar with who he is, what he looks
You are
like.
familiar with him? I would allow it. Yeah.
Okay. Should I craft the message here or in general?
No, let's do it in general.
Okay. Okay. The message is out loud, right?
It is.
All right. The rest of you here, you see her take out the stone, which is carved in the shape of an ear, and start speaking to it. You dumb son of a bitch. Why did you try to kill me? Did you kill my parents? That's the message.
There's a pause. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me. Oh, no, con save, actually.
Oh, okay. $18.
18. Nice. There's static over it. It's almost like an extremely loud scream, but your brain filters it out, and the response you get is,
You've got no idea who you're fucking with, Sir Knife.
and that's it.
Would I know what that means? The Sunaif term?
No.
Y'all see Air just rubbing his forehead, looking.
Edit. What are you doing?
What was that?
You remember that big old bastard?
Contact the assassins?
Yeah, why not? Figured maybe give me a clue. I think he did. Though not on purpose. Any of y'all know what Sunaif means?
Would I?
Does anyone speak High Elvish?
High
Nope.
Elvish.
Just
Is
Elvish.
High Elvish?
Is Elvish.
Yes. Yes. Mikhail speaks Elvish.
Yeah. You know it means
Is it
soldier.
also Eugene? Soldier. He called you soldier. Warrior. As far as I reckon it.
You? I say with a look of surprise.
I'm mildly offended and accuse a dick, but yeah, I know. I thought that would have been an insult of some kind.
You are a soldier.
I'm no soldier. What are you talking about?
I was surprised too.
That's weird. Maybe it's a mistaken identity thing. Well, no. You said I had no idea who I'm fucking with.
Well, do you?
No, you ain't wrong. But he was no elf. Why'd he call me a soldier? Oh, bears thinking on. If you don't get any clever ideas, let me know. I guess we should get some rest.
You all take your various states of repose in this relatively safe space that Borris has provided for you. You think on exactly how all of this came to pass. It's a lot, to be sure. A town changed overnight. It's not the first time this town has changed rapidly, however, if the legends are to be believed, at any rate. But you steel yourself for your meeting in the coming evening, and what is to come. And that's where we'll end the session.
Yeah, wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy,
all
indeed.
Right. There's so much to do.
I know.
There's so many
Yeah,
things
I
to
know.
whittle.
We've got so many quests started, or suits for quests.
You guys keep stumbling upon all these plot hooks. It's almost like I put them there like tripwires.
Oh it'd be interesting to see. Like, I have no idea what to do next. as a player, I'm like, oh my god, not a match for this guy at all.
I guess we'll just have to get him later. Deal with some other shit first.
But the town's like under martial law in the meantime. Like, man, that sucks. It's a crappy way to leave
things
it.
evolved quickly.
Yeah.
And then, do we go after this other woman? Like, while the town's still under martial law, I guess we could. I forget what's her name is. Kara. The Myrel.
Cara Myrel in Valetria.
Kara Myrel. Yeah, that's right. Man, we could go after her. There's this assassin. We'll see what Dorian and we'll see what Dorian has to say.
Yeah. Can we still talk to the mayor? We're like just see what the fuck's going on with him and what he knows about all this. Like, we can still talk to him, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
As far as you know, you're not suspected of anything.
Right.
We did tell him we did. What? Mikhail, you handled that conversation, right? What did you say about our involvement with Ord was? Because how do we make it look like Ord again? I forget.
We didn't.
You
Didn't say anything.
Yeah, we just let him do all the talking. He had a assumption that if memory serves, like he had been dissatisfied with Ord for some time, and then he asked Ord to destroy or like go deal with the bandits, and like Ord didn't do that. So I think that they have like had a strained relationship for some time, as far as I can tell. But yeah, when we spoke, I think Mikhail just mentioned that there was an avalanche, and it blocked the entrance, and he did all the blaming to Ord and just went along with it. Like,
yeah, you rolled a deception check, if I recall,
Mm-hmm.
with a ring that was borrowed from Dorian.
Yeah, right. Permanently borrowed.
Yeah.
We'll see. Dorian's coming back.
Fair. Yeah. Very cool, man. The plot freaking thickens. Thank you for being patient with me with my Wi-Fi issues. I don't know if you could tell earlier on. That
All
are dropping
good.
right now.
No worries. No worries at all.
Cool. I paid $5 for the stupid Wi-Fi. I better freaking work.
Where are you now?
Paid money for Wi-Fi. Oh no! What kind of hotel are you in?
Yeah.
Well, before you answer that question, let me end this potentially incriminating recording.
Otherwise, we'll lose another potential sponsor.
Yeah, not sponsored by.
Yes.
I was waiting to hear back from the Hiltons.
Thank you, everyone, for playing. Listeners, thank you so much for listening, and we hope you have a magical night.